Hello, and welcome to JOS 370B. My name is Dr. Deborah Kay, and I am the instructor for this course. I'm delighted that you've decided to sign up for a summer online class, and I do hope that through the videos and the different unit assignments we have, that you will enjoy taking this class as much as I've enjoyed putting it together for you. I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. I've been teaching Judaic studies and history for over 20 years, and my field is mainly focused on Jews in Italy. So we may, find that at some point in time in my lectures, I will be talking about the Jews in Italy. But for the most part, I'm a generalist, and I teach all the different aspects of Jewish history, both modern and medieval. I also teach classes in the Holocaust. So if you're going to be taking more Judaic studies classes, I look forward to seeing you in other classes. Um, I have lived in Israel for many years, and I also lived in Italy for quite a few years. I've been trained both at the University of Michigan and here, right at the University of Arizona. So I welcome you to the course, and of course, anything that you feel that is of interest that you'd like to know about, we will always have a instructor forum that will be posted on the discussion part of this class. And that's, of course, that's for your, if you have technical issues that you'd like to raise, you have some questions that you would like to ask me, and hopefully the whole class will benefit from. I encourage you to use that instructor forum first before you write me an email, because I'll be checking that regularly. And also, you may find that some of the questions that you have will be very important questions for other students as well. They might be thinking about what you're thinking about. So use the instructor forum, and I think that you'll be able to, if you have any confusion about anything, that should clear up with the instructor forum. Medieval Jewish history is something that we're going to be working on. And in the beginning of our class, before we even begin to work on the history of the Jews in the medieval world, we're going to be learning about the Jewish sources of knowledge. And we're going to be learning about the Jewish scriptures, the Hebrew scriptures called the Torah. You'll be reading excerpts from the Torah. You'll be reading excerpts from the other sources of Jewish knowledge, the Mishnah and the Talmud. So we're going to have a lot of hands-on assignments to do in this class. It really should be very exciting. Those hands-on assignments will also probably be connected to your writing assignments in this class. And you will have 3 writing assignments, and that's all laid out for you in the syllabus. And I will be giving you, of course, more instructions on those. But mainly you'll be working with direct sources. So I think that what we call primary sources. And I think that that should be something that you were going to enjoy a lot. The other thing is that we are going to be looking at the whole history of the medieval period and into the early modern period. And we're going to be studying the way that Jews ended up encountering different cultures, how the encounter between Jews and Islam had quite an impact on Judaism and vice versa. We're also going to learn about the impact of Christianity and the Christian world, the European Christian world, on Jews and Judaism. So that should be interesting for anyone who is a religious studies major, because we're going to be looking at how all three of the world religions in this area do intersect. And that I've always found to be very interesting. I think you will too. We also do study in this. This is a class where we study a lot about how the Jewish community gets formed. This is a very important part of studying Jewish history, and especially important in the medieval time period, because we get to see how the Jewish communities, how their governments are formed, and the different kinds of institutions that become important. And also, we're going to be learning about the figures of rabbis and their importance as well. So we want you to pay attention to that. This is also a class that teaches you that Jews are not one monolithic group. You'll find out that the Jews, there are different ethnic communities among Jews, and we're going to be mainly studying the difference in what we call the Ashkenazi Jews, the Jews from Central and Eastern Europe, and the Sephardic Jews, which are the Jews from Spain, and in this case, they will also be from parts of France, North Africa, and then if we have time, we'll also be able to talk about where they eventually settled after the expulsion from Spain in 1492. So these are some of very, very general kinds of topics that are kind of the basic, structure of medieval Jewish history, and it should be of interest, of course, to all of you that are working in history in general. The Jews, of course, are a minority within the world, but they play a very interesting role. I like to teach about minorities, and I like to help students learn how to analyze history through the study of minorities. What we often call they're the people without a history, because they're not the ones that really write the history books. So sometimes the minority groups get left out. But learning history through studying a minority group is very interesting. You end up learning a lot about why there are certain really broad problems that open up in general European history. In other words, it's a very interesting way to also study general European history. So if you like this period, you may find yourself, after studying medieval Jewish history, having an interest in studying medieval Europe in general, and taking some of our courses in the history department on that. And this will give you a very interesting balance to the things that you'll study there. So this is our class. I will try to connect with you on video as often as I can. I'm going to give you lectures on video, and hopefully make it as personable as I possibly can. So for now, I'm going to sign off, and I wish you all the very best. Again, welcome to our class. Bye for now.